Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Tuesday, May 7th, 2024. This is, as you know by now, my daily vlog, where each morning I turn the lights and camera and talk about what I have been doing and what I plan to do next to try to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. Here we are 18 months into this experiment and it ain't over yet. It's still no air conditioning here in the house. Trying to limit my time in the back of the house here in the studio. Spend most of my time up in my little man cave office where I do the majority of my editing and stuff. So in there we have a window unit that's keeping it controlled. But it's some bad news that the AC is not going to be fixed today like we thought. It could be later this week. So more days of heat. Anyway, plugging along. Let's start by talking about yesterday, where AC notwithstanding, still got some stuff done. So first of all, the celebrating yesteryear that I wanted to get done, knocked that out first thing in the morning because it was back here in the studio. I wanted to do it in the morning while it was cooler than the sun beating down on the house. So got that delivered. The Coleco Revival video dropped yesterday, so that was the two little tabletop things reminiscent of those 80s. That video review is out. It did really well, much better than I expected. I mean, video reviews used to be our bread and butter, and then other things have started to take their place. Doing those Friday plays have done really well, and some other stuff. So, but I mean, reviews are still reviews, I guess. 5,400 views just since it dropped yesterday afternoon. Not even a day yet. So great performance on that video. I hope that's a sign of things to come. That video is doing very well. While I was watching the stats on that, I was also working on this next tier video. Man, I made good progress on it. I knuckled down yesterday. All footage except for my on-cam is done. All the gameplay is shot and composited with the box art and everything. That's done. All of the dragging boxes up into the tier, the letters popping up, all that B-roll, all that paraphernalia is finished. I just have to write a little bit at the intro and the tail, finish that up, and shoot the on-cam, and it's ready to edit. So we'll talk about that for today in a second. Also yesterday, of course, I was preparing for today's podcast edit, so I took today's show we're going to edit for Thursday and started laying it out and getting it ready, making the commercial, all those things you have to do, little vintage commercials in there. So I got that all ready. And that took the majority of yesterday. So let's talk stats then. So we are, hold on. 1 second, let me check. Whoa, an edit in the vlog? How weird. That's because I forgot to look at the stats. So now I know what the stats are for yesterday, today, whatever. I would like to be 10,000 views and 50 subscribers average over the last 7 days. Yeah, almost there. 10.4 thousand views average over the last 7 days, and 44 subscribers. We keep creeping up. It was 20-something, then 30-something, then 42, 44. Getting better, so that's doing well. Also, another milestone. We were very close yesterday, right? We were at like 790 or something. Anyway, we are at 48,835-ish, I think. About a third of the way to the next one. So 160 away from... Is that right? 160 away from our 1,000 milestone. Yeah, so getting there. So, okay, edits are weird in this vlog. I never do it. Let's talk about today then. First and foremost, it's Tuesday, which means podcast edit day. Take that show that we recorded and we assemble it and make it a finished show. And I do it live on Twitch. It takes me a couple of hours to do, so I do it live over there. 10 a.m., just head over to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp if you would like to visit. It's becoming more and more, gradually, but more and more popular. It continues to surprise me, but it's we just have a good time over there. It's really laid back and casual. I know that Miss So likes to say she likes to work and lurk over there, meaning she puts it on, listens to it, though she's not like watching and engaging, but it's chatter in the background and then I usually read all the comments anyway, so she gets to hear that too. Anyway, if you'd like to join us, that's how you do it. Further, every Tuesday I will ask, remind, and plead that if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber and you don't already use it, you have a free monthly Twitch subscription token. It's effectively worth $5, and every month you can give it to any Twitch creator. And if you haven't done that and would like to, you could give it to us. All you have to do is pop over to the URL, as I said. You click on the little subscribe, or might say resubscribe button. You have to do a couple clicks. You have to open this tab opens, and then you say use my Prime sub. It makes it $0.00. You click on subscribe, and you've done it. Now, I'd say it every single Tuesday because it doesn't auto-renew. If you've done it before and it's been more than a month, doing it again is required. It won't just keep doing it in perpetuity because Amazon doesn't want to give that money away, and we want them to. So if you would, that's great. Also, someone gave me some footage of how to do this on mobile by using a browser. I have that footage. I have not compiled it yet to put it here, but I'll share it with you in the future. But mostly, it's tough to do on a phone. It's easier to do on a web browser on your PC. So once that's done today, what else? In the afternoon, I'm still awaiting that package. I think it might come today. It's at least in the United States. Either way, the afternoon, my goal is to try to complete all of the not editing part of that tier video, which means that little bit of writing I have left, and the on-cam shoot, which I stand here and I read all the script that I've done, and now we're moving on to game number 6, blah, 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 here's what it's like, it's a D, whatever, just do all that stuff, because then I stitch it all together, yeah, that through line, that's the backbone on which the video is built, is me standing here reading the script. So if I get all that done quickly, stay out of this hot room, so, yeah, that's it. So before I go, I mentioned yesterday, just talk briefly about, we had debated, and one of you even sent me a real thorough discussion, this analysis via email, about how I'd said, hey, when I put out surveys, these polls on the community tab about, which video should I do next for the Friday plays, which cartridge should I select, and it was always the most popular games, and so, but many people are going, man, you should do the lesser known things, and I'm like, well, I'm doing the ones people vote for. Here's the thing, interesting. I had that Smurf as a cartridge option in every poll I'd done so far, and it got either the last or next to last number of votes. A lot of people were adamant I would like to see it, but the vote said otherwise, so I did whatever, I did Spider-Man, or I did Yar's Revenge, or whatever. I did the ones people asked for in the vote. But, as we've talked about in the comments and the email that I mentioned that you sent was, people behave differently when they click on a thing they'd like to see versus when they actually click on a video they watch. You're self-selecting. You're not forcing everyone to pick something. Anyway. So the experiment was, let's not do the poll. Which I did this past week. Let's do Smurf, which is an interesting game but little known. It outperformed Yar's Revenge, if you can believe that. So now, still, it's not an unknown game. Smurf is a known commodity, but the game itself is not. I also, as always, I picked something catchy and inquisitive and grabby for the thumbnail. It doesn't just say, let's play the Smurf game. I think the thumbnail said, Deadly Chairs, because of an odd way. That's the thing with the thumbnail. Pick a single, interesting, odd data point, put it in the thumbnail, and then people will go, what do you mean Deadly Chairs? I gotta click and see. Yeah, gotcha. So, look, you cannot have a pure A-B comparison on YouTube, because you'd have to do the same video the same way on 2 different days and modify one piece of data. And you can't, because then, now it's already been done. You can't get a pure Pepsi, Coke taste test comparison. So you have to go just based on a preponderance of evidence. But what this all says is, yes, people enjoy looking at popular things in the Friday plays. But yes, less popular things can do well. This one clearly did. Look, I haven't yet tried a super obscure game that maybe nobody knows, no franchise, no nothing attached to it. I'll get to those eventually. I already have the one set up for Friday, but just want to report that with all the input you gave me and the fact that we didn't do the poll, we tried something different. A lesser known game did as well, in fact, better than a recent well-known game did. So, yeah, as long as I think the rest of it around there, the entertainment value is in the video, the playthrough is interesting, the thumbnail is catchy, I think maybe we can make just about any game work that I can run through in 10-15 minutes, right? So, interesting. Do the research, observe, be ready to change your mind when the data is not what you said. That's the scientific method. And that's what I did with this, and so it provided some real data. Now, it's just a couple of data points. We'll keep getting more data points as we plug away at this, but it's good to know that it's very relieving to know that it's not just the top 10 games that are going to do well, right? Because we're almost done with the top 10 games. They're almost out the door. We've done them already. So, oh, what about all these, well, now all these other games that are out there, you know, maybe what if that? Yeah, those might do well too, because one already has a lesser known game. So, it's a relief. that was a result to this analysis. Again, just the beginning of an analysis result that I was relieved. I was prepared for that video to flop and go, oh, sure enough, just the, you know, the most popular ones. No. So happy to report that. All right. Yeah, well, it's Tuesday. I got to go get ready for that live edit. So I'm going to just go quickly thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. If that's what you did, if you're here every day, you know I love you for that. Thank you for your resilience and your stick-to-itiveness. Remember, well, you have a great, what is this, Tuesday? Have a great Tuesday. Remember to do something good for yourself if at all possible. You deserve it. And I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.